And we are live. Hello, my friends. My name is Evelyn Joy, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with Elizabeth McMann. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. So Elizabeth created a new platform called Teach Me Truth. Will you tell us a little bit about what is Teach Me Truth?
Teach Me Truth is a mostly Christian platform. So I started off with VIP Kid, like we just talked about, and then I was with Outschool for a really long time. And then Outschool started getting, it's always been secular, but then it just started getting more and more secular and then promoting some secular agendas and things like that, and just censoring anything remotely Christian. So I really wanted to start a Christian platform that sorry, my daughter. Yes, I'm teaching.
Okay.
So you guys, if you're teachers, you understand when kids come and interrupt. I have 4 kids. I'm a homeschooling mom. But yes, this platform is mostly Christian. That's why I started it. It's my passion. It's a nonprofit too, which is really cool. And it's been around for almost a year. We're coming up on the year mark soon.
So during that time, I assume you've been working through a lot of bugs and getting everything figured out, how it's going to work and everything. So
yeah. So I'm still learning. I feel like I'm always running into a new thing. But I'm not like super techie as far as like the back end. So that actually did take me a while in the very beginning, learning how to just like get the domain names even and like do all that stuff in the beginning. So yeah, just working out all of those kinks. Yes, getting frustrated and just solving one problem at a time. And I've said from the very beginning, if I didn't feel led by God to do this, I would have just given up because it's way too much work. It's very frustrating and stressful. Sometimes I've literally been in tears, just like trying to get it going. So some days I'm like, why isn't it working?
I have a couple of people I could put you in contact with. They were also VIP Kid teachers, and they also started a platform, and they went through a lot of those struggles. And I don't know if they could be helpful to you, but I could get you connected with them. Yeah. But I think it's so neat seeing VIP Kid teachers that use the skills that they've learned and go on to create bigger and better things. Even this is an opportunity. I'm also a homeschool mom of 4 kids as well. So it's like an opportunity for, I know there's parents watching that maybe are looking for a platform that has more Christian-based type things. And then also I know there's definitely online teachers that are looking for opportunities. I have a friend of mine actually who she worked for Outschool, wasn't real impressed with them. I currently work for Outschool, so I have to be careful what I say.
I know. But me too.
Yeah,
I still have all my Flex stuff on there. So
yeah, she no longer works for Outschool, but she works independently, and she teaches my kids, like she's teaching them a Bible class today. She helps them memorize their Awana verses and stuff like that. So I love that she has the opportunity to teach like Bible classes and stuff, but even more, I love that you've created like a platform where that's like available for people to find.
Yeah.
So that's really awesome.
Yeah. So, one of my favorite classes is my live Bible class. I have a new semester starting in October. I think it's 10 weeks. And those are just like the coolest things. And when I first started doing it, it was just so liberating, going from Outschool to like being nervous to even say, God bless you to a student when they sneeze, to being like, yay, let's read this devotional and do like a craft or a science experiment that goes with it and pray together. It's just like so fun. I love it.
Yes. My son Joshy takes a phonics class with a friend of mine on Outschool, and they had the letter T. And my son Joshy's 5. So I was so proud of him, but it was also like awkward for the teacher, even though she's a Christian. He said, oh, the letter T looks like a cross, and Jesus died on the cross for our sins. And I was like so proud, but also she was like, what do I say in this situation? Because she's a Christian, but she's on the Outschool platform. And she was like, oh, that's nice. And she moved along, and she said to me later, was that okay that I said that? And I'm like, I think you're good.
Isn't that like horrible though, that we have to be so afraid to say like, yeah, and good job.
That's how I felt working in the public schools too. It's like so unfair that people can talk about some agendas, but you can't talk about your beliefs, you know, and it's anyway. But we have possibly people watching this later, probably the playback, that are interested in applying. So tell me what the application process looks like with Teach Me Truth.
Okay, so I just this week finished my teacher training course because I've been asked by a lot of people. Just some teachers came from VIP Kids, so they already know a lot of like the little tricks and tools for teaching and making it interactive and all of these things. But I've had other people ask, like, how do I do that? What do I do with lighting? What sorts of like online games do you use? What software do you use? How do you make your escape room games? So it literally covers everything in like a 4-part class. I try to make it like as short as I could because I know people don't have a lot of time, but still overall it's 90 minutes. So you do, you do have to go through and watch them, but I cover like all the tips that I've used over the years for creating self-paced flex classes. And then just like using those, working one time to create your stuff and then making continuous money off of that same thing over and over and over again. And then also using that same curriculum that you just made to transition into lives and things. So just like all kinds of tips for marketing, how to get students, how to create classes, and all that stuff. So that is on my website now. It's free for anybody who wants to take it. And then on the very last part, day 4, you can apply. I mean, you could just click there in advance and apply now if you want, whatever, if you don't need the training or want the training, but it's there if you would like it. And yeah, so there's a link there to apply. And then I also have like a Google form now that I just made to apply. So, but
that's really awesome that it's pre-recorded because kind of like a flex class, right? Because that way you only had to record it one time and then teachers can benefit from it for years to come, you know? And it's not like you have to sit in with a new group of teachers and retrain or teach them all the same stuff. That's awesome. And then also the teacher can kind of pick what time of day it works best for them to watch it. It might be after they put the kids to bed or something, you know, that they, I have 90 minutes here, you know.
Yeah,
that's really
it's literally set up exactly like a flex class. Yeah, there's like 4 lessons, 4 parts, and they can just do it as they want. So, yeah.
On my YouTube channel, like when I was first starting off with being a VIP Kid teacher many years ago, I would make videos about like lighting and sound and stuff like that. And so that's awesome that you're sharing that information also with your teachers. Very cool. Well, what kind of classes are available on Teach Me Truth?
We have a large variety. So, you know, it's really similar to OutSchool, like a la carte, whatever your kids are into. I get requests from time to time for private tutoring, which I can set up. If I can't do it myself, I can just ask all my teachers, say, can anyone do this? But yeah, I'm really excited about some of the new things we have. Okay, so we have homesteading stuff, which I'm super into because I'm like, be free from the government, you know.
My whole homeschool co-op is like that. All of the ladies from my homeschool co-op will be talking about backyard chickens and vegetable gardens, and I'm like, these are my people.
I know, I just love it. So I'm so excited. Like it just goes together, you know, like homeschooling, free from public school or whatever it is. Even if your kid is in public school, I feel like you need this to counteract that. But there's homesteading stuff, there's art, there's crocheting, there's music, and then there's core subjects as well. And then I have these 2 new teachers that I'm really excited about that have like this little museum. It's called the Lost World Museum. And so they have tons of artifacts and all kinds of things where they will be teaching creation science, using scientific evidence, and all kinds of really cool examples. They've been making like little videos and things for years, but these are going to be like their first official courses that they're putting together. So I'm really excited about that. And that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to start the course too, was like for someone to break down creation science, someone to talk about homesteading, life skills, and all these things. We can have like critical thinking skills. Our children can think on their own, have a solid foundation so they don't get like swept away by all the garbage out there in this world that's telling them one thing when we want them to know the truth. So yeah. And we're just getting new classes all the time.
Yeah, it's so important that our kids, I'm like, there's, like you said, there's a lot of negative input in the world, and it seems like they're targeting our kids more and more. Um, whether it be Hollywood or public schools, or just like even on their iPads, like games and stuff, are like
Yeah,
everybody's
games,
trying
social
to,
media, YouTube. I mean, just everywhere. So
even
they,
like the clothing in stores, everything. It
yeah,
seems like they're bombarding them from all sides.
I've seen
So it's,
those Target videos where they go in
yeah.
Target and they're like, look at what's in the boys section. They have like girls' clothes in the boys section or whatever it is.
Even like before recently, even like a few years back, baby shirts would say like flirtatious stuff on it, and I'm like, what is this? So crazy. Anyway, but it's in a world where we've got a lot going on that we don't agree with. It's nice to be not be silenced on a platform, but have a platform where we're able to both find classes for our kids that are like-minded, and also find a place where we can teach truth. Teach me truth. There you go.
Teach me truth.
I've been thinking that this was something that needed to be created for a while now, and so that's why I've got a mediocre sized YouTube channel, but I want to help you advertise Teach Me Truth, because you might get some new students through this video, or at least some new teachers or something. But I personally have two friends that I know of that teach on the platform. They're newer, so they're kind of just testing the waters. But Cindy Bennett, she has a YouTube channel, Cindy Bennett 13 on YouTube, and she interviewed you as well. And
yep,
she
like
teaches crochet. And my friend Kelly Tag also has a YouTube channel. It's Kelly Tag. And she teaches, she was teaching at a Christian school and then in a public school. She's a former VIP kid teacher. And then this summer she set up some classes on Teach Me Truth to teach some history. She's into American history and stuff. So yeah.
She has a really good government class on the site, which is another thing that I really, really wanted, was education for our government, how things run, how it works, just to equip people again so that they're armed with knowledge and know what's going on in the government. That's also important to me.
Me personally, I'm a Spanish teacher on the OutSchool platform. But I had one student who was aging out, like it only goes up to 18. And so and he's a Christian. And I said, well, I can't teach you on the OutSchool platform anymore, but like I can teach you one-on-one, like on Zoom. So, and then it's been so freeing that we can do like Christian songs in Spanish and learn Bible verses in Spanish and stuff. So I've been thinking maybe I should just go on my own and teach some Spanish classes, Christian Spanish classes. But it's even cooler to have a platform, because then you can find students that maybe you wouldn't be able to find on your own, So I really appreciate the platform.
Try multiple classes. I should do a little plug. Right now until the end of the year, we're doing 20% off all classes with coupon code WELCOME20. So if you're new, welcome 20. Try some stuff. Get on there. It's like unlimited amount of classes for the first time you sign up. So you can just add like a bunch of stuff. There's some live stuff coming up. There's tons of self-paced courses. And this Thursday, speaking of homesteading class, I'm doing a homesteading class with our teacher, Heidi. Well, my kids will be in her class. So join us in her class, because she has like ducklings, goslings and stuff that she just hatched that she's going to have in class. And we're going to be like drawing and learning all kinds of fun stuff. So come join us on this Thursday. I think it's like 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. So
1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. Are all the classes just for children, or are there any adult classes? Or
oh no, yeah. So it's really all ages. Right now it's mostly kids, although you guys, like anyone can take the crochet classes, or it really is all ages. So if people want to teach to adults, you can. Yeah. So that's exciting too. Yeah.
That's wonderful, because I teach Spanish. Some of my Spanish online teacher friends, some with YouTube channels, some without. They're interested in taking Spanish classes with me. So I've sometimes taught a little bit on the side, adults. So the coupon code, is it capital letters or lowercase?
I don't think it really matters, but that looks right. Yep, capital is what I have it in as. I'm not sure if it's like case sensitive or not.
Okay, cool. So that's for a 28% off your first class. That's awesome. Wonderful.
So you can, like I said, sign up for multiple courses, but you can use that like on your first time. So off of all of your first order.
Yeah. Okay. So on OutSchool, I teach like ongoing classes where they kind of like charge each week. Do you have that as an option on your website?
Yeah, we have every option, all the same. A couple things that are different. So if you do flex courses, I call them self-paced. They're the same thing. And what's really cool with those is everything can be built directly into the site and you don't have to schedule things. So for OutSchool, you have to schedule like this class opens on this day and ends on this day. And then when someone signs up, you have to schedule, here's week 1, here's week 2, that's scheduled like for this day. Okay, so on my platform, you don't have to do that. You just upload it one time. When they register, they get immediate access to it and they can work through it as they want. And then all of the quizzes and things can be built directly into it. So you don't have to go to like Kahoot or wherever and like create all these links to update and share. So it's definitely like way less work on that end. And then there's also a option to do a one-to-many course, which I don't know, is that on OutSchool now? I know they were talking about doing that.
I don't think they have it yet, but I've heard of it like on other platforms.
Yeah, so you could do like a webinar style class, and there's 2 different ways to do that. One, it could be not interactive. So it's just like you're doing a presentation and you're going to have like just a bunch of people there, but they can't really interact with you or like communicate. And then 2, they can, but that could be a little dicey. I don't know. Like if you were to do like a really inexpensive course and post it on Facebook or whatever, and you get like a couple hundred kids or something, and they're all like yelling. I don't know. You just have to get really good at like mute. But yeah, you could always say like, raise your hand if you think this, or give me a thumbs up if you think this, or whatever. So you can still have it.
A lot.
Yeah. So there's ways to do one-to-many, but every other option is the same. So ongoing, one-time tutoring, the flex or self-paced, the semester, so all those.
Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. I'm trying to remember. One second. How to oh, there we go. Present. I'm going to share. Okay. One second. I'm recalling. One second. Yes. Okay. There we go. So I wanted to share the website. It's been a while since I've shared something on StreamYard. So here we go. This is the website, correct? Teach Me Truth.
Yeah.
So here we can scroll through some options. We've got Science Explosions, Farm Fun Remix.
That's the one this Thursday. Come join us.
That's awesome. I love it. So when a class says like $40, is that like it says 10 week? So that so you pay $40, but you get to go to 10 classes, right?
Yeah, it's 10 weeks, literally $4 a class. So a lot of mine for the semester courses, it's really discounted if they pay in advance. And then once the class starts, they can join at a weekly rate, and the weekly rate will be higher.
Awesome. So we were talking about my friend Cindy Bennett. She has her crochet corner class for $10. Kelly Tag has her 3 branches of government self-paced class. It's $40 for 12 video lesson. Oh, very nice.
It's a really big course, actually. Yeah, and there's tons of quizzes and tons of like things in there. It's a really good course.
That's fantastic. As my kids are getting older, I'm going to be looking into like that type of thing, like good government materials to teach them and stuff. So that's so nice to have someone who knows more than I do about the subject to teach it to my kids.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. And have the materials available there. We've got Practically Picasso. art class.
That's
We've
a
got
really cute class
Noah,
too. I get so excited when I see them. I'm like, oh, that's a good one.
yeah,
And all the
Noah's
music
Delight
classes.
Escape. That
Mhm.
one's yours.
Yeah, I've
How
been
do you
working on some Bible escape room courses. So those are new. And then it's literally like word for word going through the Bible and then filling in like missing words that are in the Bible verses and then helping Noah build his ark by solving, answering different questions, taking quizzes about what they read from the Bible story. So that was brand new, like I said, and I'm trying to add more of those.
So teachers are able to list a free class to give people kind of a sample of their teaching style and like maybe draw in new students. So this teacher has how to grow a garden class. That is so awesome. And then she has how to be money smart kid. Oh, my kids need that class because they're always asking me to buy stuff we're not gonna buy.
Aren't they all asking that stuff?
Wildlife very cool. World tour. I love that you can, because on OutSchool you can't list free classes. I love that that's an option because I would totally list like a free Spanish class so that people can see my teaching style and stuff, and that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I have a few free ones on there. So one of the ones I have for free is my Bluey Arts and Crafts because it got flagged on OutSchool because of because of like trademark with Disney and all that stuff. And they were like, just make sure that you're wording it this way, make sure you're changing your images because they were really nervous. And then I said, forget it. I'm just gonna unlist it and then I'll just list it here. So that one right there, that's free. So it's 4
So if
weeks.
we click on it, it shows a video about it. It has a course summary. It says the weeks and what will be taught. And you are about to have a couple new students in that class.
Yeah.
Come
join me. It's fun.
I love it. So we've got a kindergarten class. We've got some online kindergarten classes. Free butterfly life cycle class. That is so amazing.
Yeah,
okay,
I have a couple free ones on there. That
my kids
one.
are about to start taking classes on this Teach Me Truth
There's
website.
dinosaur poop.
Dinosaur poop. My kids, my littlest is potty training right now, so we're watching like all the potty training videos, and we watch about dinosaur poop all the time. So
perfect.
Very cool. Entrepreneurs create a business. So it says ages 11 to 17. That's a wonderful thing for high schoolers to learn about. Fantastic. Or middle schoolers. I love it. So I'm just kind of scrolling through to give people ideas, both like parents like me I'm both a parent and a teacher. That's awesome. So how many teachers do you have on your platform?
Right now I have about 19. So some are just, actually a lot of them are new. And then working on content right now. And I'm constantly checking in with them and helping them figure out how to upload stuff. And so I will say there is a learning curve to learning how to upload everything onto the new platform. And so the way I do commission pay is if you want me to do it for you, like if you have all your videos done or whatever, and you just send them to me, then I will upload everything for you and create the course for you on the website. And then you'll get 80 or 70% like OutSchool. And if you do it yourself, if you put in the work to figure it out and learn and all that stuff, then you make 80%. So I have teachers going like either way, like, oh, they'll take time, or people just don't have time. They'll say, whatever, I'll just do the 70%, you do it. So probably like half and half right now are having me do it or doing it themselves.
Yeah. I'm one of those that like I would want to learn how to do it myself to get the 80%. Because it's a challenge. Now on my channel, especially during the time that things were going down with VIP Kid a while back, diversify was the key word. And so I was preaching it's important to diversify, not just have one income. And I'm one to talk right now. I'm only on OutSchool. So I have this back burner like thing, like, ooh, I need to diversify. I need to have backup plans because like my friend was fired from OutSchool. And then what do? So
You have to take my teacher training course. I talk a lot about that on there.
Awesome. So, well, yeah. I think it's so awesome to, like, maybe as you're learning this platform, continue working on OutSchool as when you have extra time doing the training courses. And like you said, you know, you can post on both platforms. Maybe you have, like, I'm going to continue teaching on OutSchool and have Spanish courses, but I think I might list some free or $5 cheap Spanish courses on Teach Me Truth as I start to learn about what is this new platform, how does it work, how can I do it, and then also I'll be making videos about as I figure out how to do this and that, you know, make videos for other Teach Me Truth teachers to know where do I need to click, what do I need to do to figure out this platform, you know. So
yeah. So and then I have a lot of stuff done already. I have like step-by-step, click-by-click tutorials for how to do it. And I'm making more video lessons, trying to break it down. And then I'm just going to put like this, like package together, like, here, this is what you need to know to do it. Because what I've been doing is spending a lot of time on individual videos for teachers, and it's just becoming really time consuming. Like, hey, Heidi, let's figure this out. And then this is what we need to change here, and this is what we need to do, which I'm fine doing. But I would like to just do it like once and then have them learn and then keep doing it themselves. So yeah, I'm putting together those, working on that. Oh, and that's what I was going to say, as far as like the flex classes, I'm really a huge proponent of that because I have courses on OutSchool that I made like 4 years ago that I just continue to sell and sell and sell over and over and over and over again. And then I talk about how you can add stuff to them to make them a little better. Like if you want to hop on Canva and make a worksheet that goes along with your course, then you take that worksheet and you can sell it on Nuggets of Wisdom and Teachers Pay Teachers. So it's like all this stuff that you do, use it multiple times on multiple websites and continue to sell them over and over and over. And so instead of being like, I have to teach X amount of classes and I need this many kids in my class every week, and oh no, that kid dropped, now I'm going to get a pay cut. You have this like work that you do one time and then you continue making passive income. So it's like a more hands-off approach.
That is so awesome, because like what happens if you're in the hospital and you still need to pay your bills, you know, so you have those classes going, and that is so awesome.
OutSchool, I haven't taught live. So I actually just taught one science class on OutSchool last week, like just for fun. But before that, I don't think I've taught live for like 2 years. And I make $2,000 a month or more just from my flex classes on OutSchool. And I just, all I do is like 4 hours a month. 4 hours a month to make like $2,000 or more from my flex classes there. So I talk a lot about that, and sometimes I'll promote them, make a little more. Sometimes, you know, it just depends on how much time I have. But and I would say 4 hours a month is like over exaggerating for how much work I put into it every month. So
what topic are your flex classes on OutSchool?
I have a large variety of stuff, and it's whatever I feel like doing with my kids. So that's another thing. I'm like, don't waste your time. If you're homeschooling and your kids are into Pokemon, make a Pokemon class. If you're homeschooling and your kids are struggling with math, make some math worksheets and turn it into a class, and then sell them over and over and over again. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, people.
I'm speaking with a literal online teacher genius here. And I'm like, oh,
I just really don't like wasting time.
That's wonderful. That's really good.
So I talk a lot about that in my course. It's a free course. So I just like piled in as much stuff as I can think of. And not only that, but advertising for free. I've paid for advertising, and the free advertising is always the best. It's always the most, like, you get the most from it. And one thing that's just huge right now are reels. So if your classes don't have like little 30-second promo videos, make them today and throw them on Facebook and Instagram, because those are huge.
YouTube. That's awesome. Very cool. That's fantastic. So on the website, where can they find your teacher course?
So that's what the link that you just shared, the Teach Me Truth, Apply to Teach, that one. So or they can just go on courses and they can search like teach or something like that and it'll pop up. But that has all of my training videos for free. Like I said, I just finished that this week. And then there's also a link on the 4th lesson to apply. So
awesome.
That is
That's
it.
wonderful. Do you have any Spanish classes on Teach Me Truth yet?
I do not. I have Japanese, I think, and I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, we have like ASL.
ASL. Yeah. I want my kids to learn some ASL. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's even better if it's from a Christian platform, because they can learn, Jesus. Well, they know Jesus. They know some sign language. I've been teaching my kids the sign language that I know, but I want them to learn more. That's awesome. So cool. Wonderful. So what have I forgotten to ask you? What should we mention?
I don't know. I think that's it. I am hiring teachers. I'm on my 2nd year. It's a nonprofit, getting all my ducks in a row. It is growing. So the platform is at the point now, actually it's been at the point for like 6 months where it's profitable, which is really exciting. That's really exciting. Yay. So I've been looking into like different advertising. We advertise with like this Top Picks homeschool curriculum course, and trying to do more like targeted advertising and not just like throwing stuff out there or doing ads. So I don't know if anyone has ideas for advertising. Well, let me know.
I'm in a lot of like homeschool groups on Facebook, and I could like share the information with like my homeschool co-op and stuff like that. But like, yeah,
share it. And a lot of homeschool groups, like a lot of times Christians don't go on social media, which is just part of like the homeschooling thing, which is cool. So if you guys would just share it in your little groups to all the people that aren't on social media, that would help so much.
Yeah. What I really love about online teaching is, like, for example, right now while we're doing this, upstairs, my daughter is on her iPad having an online math class right now. So it's like I can homeschool, but it's a Christian teacher, my friend Hillary, she teaches independently. But I love that, like, I can be teaching a Spanish class, but like someone else that I trust and I know that they're trustworthy is teaching my kids, and I don't have to be in the room if my kids are old enough. And so that's so neat too, because, I'm an expert Spanish teacher. I'm not an expert math teacher, but somebody else is. So it's so neat. I don't want my kids to miss out on something. Like, I don't know piano, but my daughter takes piano lessons from someone who knows piano. So it's so neat to be able to like teach what you are good at, and also like find those classes for your kids. Like, say, like, if you're someone that says, I want to homeschool, but I have no idea how to teach my kid about government, I have no idea how to teach my kid about science or whatever, it's so neat that there are Christian teachers available that you can find to teach creation science to your child, to teach about the government, or teach your child crochet, So
you don't have to worry about it. I would worry a lot about a secular government course. So this one, you don't have to worry about it. That's huge. Like you were saying, someone you can trust.
Well, on OutSchool, I was just trying whatever teachers, and I ended up just going with teachers that I personally know, because, you don't know what kind of topics are going to come up in the class. And yeah, anyway.
Yeah, the Facebook OutSchool Christian group is a really good one too, to find out the Christian teachers. So that really helps.
That's how I found out about Teach Me Truth, is somebody mentioned it. Somebody was like, where can I teach Christian classes? And they were like, well, Teach Me Truth. And then I clicked on the website, and then I realized my friends Cindy and Kelly are on here. So I messaged Kelly about it, and then I talked to Cindy about it, and then she was like, yeah, Elizabeth
join us.
So I just think, with the pandemic and everything that happened, it made a lot of us wake up as to what's going on in the public schools, what's being taught, and our need to grow groceries in our backyard and things like that, all the things, and the need to like homeschool and diversify and figure out all these things. And I think it wasn't all negative. I think it sometimes being shaken awake can be for a good reason, for a good purpose. So we see God's hand working in ways that we didn't expect, but he was not surprised by things that have gone down. And then all of it, he's working together for a purpose. Check it out. Cindy saying hey to
Cindy, hello. I'm so excited. We talked about your course. Sign up for the crochet course.
Sign up for crochet with Cindy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sign Esther up for one of the crochet courses. So yeah, very cool. I love that this platform exists. I want to find out more about it. I'm going to be telling my friend Hillary about it. So Hillary and I will be applying, no doubt.
Nice.
And also I'm going to up for some classes. So you've got like a new teacher and a new parent all in one.
What? Love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for having me.
I love that your platform doesn't have Spanish yet, because that's my thing in Spanish. Wow, what a welcome. All right, very cool. All right. Anything we forgot to mention?
I don't think so.
Good.
All right. I feel like I could just talk all day, but
if anybody's watching this and they have questions for us, you can write it in the chat box and we will respond, or chat box. The replay, it'll be in the chat, in the comment section, and I always check my comments. We'll reply to all of them and answer any questions that you have. So we'll get back to you guys with that. So feel free to share this video with anyone that may be homeschooling. Share this video with anyone that may be interested in teaching on a Christian online platform. So yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so awesome. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Goodbye. Thank you.